And yeah, take a step back and say, hey, how do Americans do this? Who are you and what do you do? Like if you would talk to Elon Musk. If it was Elon, I would probably say, I do what Donald Trump used to do before he was elected president. So I develop and build hotels. So yeah, I build CitizenM hotels all over the world, but moved to the West Coast in 2016 and now do the rollout for CitizenM here. What do most people get wrong about the US? So most people, let's say most Dutch people, think of the US through the lens of Holland or the Netherlands as a small, tiny country with one culture, one political system, one whatever. It's not one country. Think of the US as Europe. All these different states have completely different identities. So think of it as Europe more than America as one country. How would you describe the business culture in the US and on the West Coast specifically? Well, let me start by saying that I don't think there's a specific business culture in the US. I mean, of course, there's broad strokes, you can see commonalities, but on a state-by-state level and city-by-city level, they're really different. Even on a smaller scale here in the West Coast, you can definitely feel the difference between cities like Seattle, San Francisco, and LA. Seattle's very simple, blue-collar, hardworking town. San Francisco is definitely more upscale, more sophisticated, complicated sometimes too, and long-winded. LA is a lot of showmanship, and that really transpires in business culture too. You can feel it, and if you talk to city officials, the way they interact with you, yeah, you can definitely translate that back or link it back to that business culture that's in a city. So very different. What are Americans like doing business in real estate and hospitality? I think Americans in general are pretty open, transparent, and friendly. It's not overly complicated. I mean, if you compare it to, let's say, France, for example, you really won't get anywhere in France until you do 3 or 4 dinners and drinks. Here it's like, hey, I want to buy a piece of land. Sure, how much is it? Let's do business and move on. It's not a lot of song and dance to it. It's pretty open and transparent, and it's worked well for us. It's a good country to do business in. So one piece of advice for entrepreneurs and business people that want to make the step and jump in the deep end and set up a business here is acknowledge or expect some differences. We as Dutch people tend to be somewhat stubborn and think that the way we do things is the way we do things, and that's the way it should be done. And yeah, take a step back and say, hey, how do Americans do this? And don't always ask the question why, because sometimes it's just different.